Guardians of the Galaxy issue 2 sees Hercules introduce himself to Marvel Boy, who contacts the rest of the team to find out how their missions are going. In space, Phyla-Vell battles Zeus as Nova is downed, kept alive by the Nova Force. Rocket says that the robots managed to get the black hole bomb, but he's tracking it and it's headed Peter's way, so he needs to get it back. Peter says that he's pinned down by the automatons, but realizes that he's actually being herded by them when he is attacked by Artemis, goddess of the hunt, who destroys one of his element guns and shoots him in the leg with an arrow. Peter powers up the remaining gun, encasing Artemis in diamond and trapping her. Peter gets moving despite being injured by the arrow to the leg, telling Rocket he's almost at the dimension rotor. Going inside, he is confronted by Hephaestus, the metalsmith of the gods, who has taken the black hole bomb. The god says that the bomb intrigues him since it's not from his dimension and he never made it, so he wants to know more about it. Peter tells him to go to hell, but the god says that the communications are cut and his gun is empty, so soon Peter will be begging him to tell him everything he knows. Rocket loses Peter's comms, asking Moondragon how her telepathy is going and if she can reach him, but she says she's too weak from keeping them hidden. Marvel Boy manages to free Hercules fully, knowing the mission is a bust and they need to find Quill and retreat. Outside, they find Athena has taken down the robots. Hercules tells Marvel Boy to stand down as his sister says that while she is the goddess of wisdom, she is also the goddess of war and war is coming. Approaching the heroes, she shows them her tarot cards, saying that the Full Saint will be lost soon and he won't be returned until transformed. She also says that the lovers will soon be reunited and a reckoning comes for them all. She tells them to leave, since next time she won't be showing mercy, something Hercules knows that separates him since he always shows mercy. As they leave, Moondragon is overcome with pain as she sends Phyla her strength to continue her battle in space. The extra power helps Phyla, causing Zeus to stop the battle and tell her that she can continue to protect Nova while they return to the city and deal with the other Guardians. He says that he is the herald of a new time and this is to be a time for war, and with war comes hard choices, so she needs to make one. Nova tells her to go after them and save the others, but she gets Heather to open up a private mind space in which they discuss Nova's injuries, knowing he needs medical attention from the Utopian Kree nearby, meaning Phyla needs to take him and leave the team. Moondragon knows that she needs to do it and be the superhero as she races off with Nova. Peter meanwhile is surrounded by the automatons, who he learns aren't actually robots but actual people Hephaestus has experimented on and plans on doing the same for Peter, knowing one way or another he will know how that bomb works. Peter tells him to call off the automatons and he will tell him whatever he wants. Hephaestus calls his robots off, happy that Peter sees it his way, but suddenly Peter yanks the arrow from his leg, stabbing Hephaestus through the throat and killing him. Peter contacts the team, telling them that he's in the rotor room with the bomb and he can take the city out of their reality to blow it up. He tells Rocket that he will meet them at the Bowie and he needs only 60 seconds. The others meanwhile are confronted by the robots as Peter tells them to blow through them, but don't look under their faceplates. Hercules smashes the robots with a single clap as they make it to the ship. Marvel Boy tries to contact Peter and Rocket wonders why he isn't with them. The ship suddenly begins taking off as Peter tells them that he's remote piloting it, saying that he found out something about the robots and he needs to stop the insane gods right then and there, no matter the cost. Rocket tries to override the controls as Zeus arrives at the rotor, demanding to know if Peter knows what he has done by spilling immortal blood. Peter merely says that he's well aware of what he has done as the entire city explodes with the black hole, which consumes the entire dimension. The Bowie narrowly escapes the reality as Rocket desperately wants to go back for his friend, but Hercules says that there is no going back as he hugs Rocket, who grieves over the death of Peter Quill. Guardians of the Galaxy issue 2 was a super surprising second issue since I really didn't think Peter would be dying so close to the last time he died in Infinity Wars. Obviously he's not dead and probably stuck in some insane reality with Zeus and whatnot, and that could lead to some really cool things like maybe him coming back as like a bad guy, maybe one of those robots that Hephaestus was making. But I thought it was a great send-off for the character, and I mean you can't really get much bigger than using a black hole to destroy an entire reality. Peter's death scene was also really nice since it was totally something Peter would say in that moment, and it tied perfectly back into his recent dreams about his place in the universe and what his mark as Star-Lord will really be. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.